Hello, besties. Hello, how you doing? How is it going with you? How is everything? So this is yet another tutorial, another beautiful tutorial. I know you must have seen this design on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok. Look at it here. I've made this tutorial for my besties. You know, this is actually for 2 years old, and the measurement you can see it on the screen. So this is how it goes. The measurement, the shoulder is actually 4.5 inches and the armhole is 4.25 inches. So you take the armhole, this is actually for a 2-year-old girl. This dress is beautiful, like so because this is an A-line dress, there is not so much measurement in it. It's just to take the shoulder, the armhole, the chest, and you run with it. Just piam. I think that's the reason why they actually said you need to learn the basics of sewing, because before you start attaching every style and all the rest of it, you find out that those basic measurements that you need to learn, you need to do, is actually some of the things that are very paramount in fashion designing. Learning the basic, because it's going to help you a lot. If you know the basics, you can be able to figure out every other thing. So because this is an A-line dress and the length we are taking here is 19 inches. Oh no, the length we are taking in here is 21 inches or 21 inches. So we'll make it 22 inches for the M allowance. So you run down the A line. You know how it is done. It's going to be slanty. Run it down to the full length of the dress. So that's it. So because we don't want to have a sharp edge, we are going to slant it by 1 inch. You just slant it by 1 inch all the way through the extreme. So when you're done, you're going to just, I had to insert, because I think I forgot about inserting the allowance. So this is the neck. The neck width we are choosing here is 2.5 because this is a stretchy material. That is why I'm choosing 2.5. The neck width is 2.5, still stretchy material, so that after sewing it, it's not going to be too stretchy. The neck will not be too open. And this dress, we are going to be inserting button. It's not a zipper dress, so there is no need for zip allowance. Remember to add your half-inch slant allowance because our shoulder is not straight. So we'll go ahead to insert the half-inch allowance on the side of the dress. Run it all the way down. So this is the basic. This is just like the skeleton, if I may say, of this beautiful dress. One thing I actually learned about sewing every day I've come to realize I usually used to relate it to life situations and challenges, because I've come to realize that every level or stages you are in life, there's a challenge for it. And I've come to realize that every fabric, every design, every cloth you make has its own challenge, comes with its own challenge, very unique challenge. This dress in particular, the challenge, it gave me a challenge that made me to learn a new thing. I think that is basically what challenges does. It helps us to learn new things. So what I learned from the challenge of this dress, definitely I'm not going to be learning it again, because this dress has taught me that lesson. So there is always a lesson you need to learn at every task you take. So this is the bottom 3 inches. I think I used 3.5 inch. So this place is going to be the facing of this dress, because I wanted it to be an inseam finishing. That is why I had to cut not only the neck, but also from the neck to the shoulder, because that is how I'm going to be taking it, from the neck to the shoulder. And bestie, if you've not really understood how to do this inseam finishing, there is a video I made. I'm going to put it down on my description on how to do inseam finishing, because it's going to help you a lot. It's going to make your work, your designs to look very professional. That is why I like inseam finishing. So you go ahead and cut this bias to the back facing. You go ahead and sew it this way, and the inseam, the facing too, go ahead and sew the facing together, because you're going to lap it on the dress. So this is it. This is the zip and the button this thing where you're going to insert the button. So what you do is, after placing your dress, you put it inside the dress itself, then use the facing to cover it. Then so when you sew it like this, like that, so this is our dress. After sewing, you see how it looks. I seen it, very neat. I've not yet ironed it. So this is me cutting the ruffles. So what I actually use is 4 inches width. The width is 4 inches, and the length you can go as long as 60 inches, depending on the size or the year you are sewing for. This one, I actually did it like this because I have a whole lot of fabrics. So I was just trying to manage the fabrics. So that was why I did it like this and attached it to each other, so that I can have a long ruffle. So it's 4 inch width and as long as 60 inch. So you will just go ahead, fold it once and sew it on the both side. So when you're done sewing it on the both side, you go ahead and sew the edge, the hem of the dress. So this is how you're going to be inserting the ruffles. Please pay attention this place, because this is where the whole thing lies. If the dress is going to be beautiful as it is on the thumbnails, this is when you are going to get it. You can go ahead and measure. If you don't know how to do, you can go ahead and measure 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch. That is how the pleat will just be seated. You see how I'm using the pin to hold it, because I don't want it at the end of the day to just lose. So you go ahead and sew at the middle of this. So after this is the bow. We're cutting at the bow. I think the bow measurement is going to be based on the year you are sewing for. You can see the measurement on the screen for 2 years. So this is the strip. This is what we have. Are you seeing? It is seated pretty very well. So before you are going to sew together the dress, you're actually going to first of all insert. But before you do that, let me teach you how that thing is being done, how they attach the bow and these strips together to get that beautiful effect that you see on the thumbnail. It's just looking like when they asked you to draw a TV set when you were in primary school. That's exactly how it's looking. So this is how you do it. Now go ahead and sew it. When you're done, you now fold the bow and use that little strip to hold it together. When you hold it together, you're going to be stitching it. So now you're going to be where it's going to be seated. And you're going to go ahead and tack it. And hula, are you seeing the dress? It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. You see, please do well to subscribe, like, and share my video. Thank you very much for always watching. Thank you. This is the beautiful dress that we are making. I know you're going to be making this beautiful dress.